Hey everybody, this is a NAPEC 1300 series padlock, and NAPEC stands for Naval Ammunitions Production Engineering Center, and this would secure usually swing out doors on a ship, like a battleship, cruiser, whatever, and it would lock out the ammunition room that held all the munitions, weapons, grenades, bombs, whatever. So it had to be secure. And this particular guy, this isn't even the bulk of, I guess, the hasp. This is the shackle. And the shackle has these two holes because it would bolt in, or typically they would weld it in to the they wouldn't. I don't know if they'd weld it in, but they would secure it somehow into the hasp. The hasp would be welded onto the swing out doors, and the hasp once on wouldn't be removable. But this had to be secure to keep the entire ship safe from sabotage. I mean, because if you got some rogue agent on a ship, best way to destroy a ship is to blow up, I guess, all the munitions. You got to keep it safe. And so what they did is they used this padlock, and it's got two keyholes in it. And they're not just ordinary like locks in there. These are Medeco classic key and knob cylinders, and they're high security. They're UL listed for pick resistance and, attack resistance. And what they do is they have angular cuts on the key. It's not like a standard key. Standard key, the cuts are just flat. Here's a padlock key. See, they're just straight linear cuts, but compared to a Medeco system, you can see that the Medeco cuts are angular. And they do this because inside of the lock there are pins that are chisel tipped, and whenever the key with its cuts comes into the lock, it raises pins inside the lock, according to the position of the key cut, and the chisel tip will fall into the angled cuts of the key, and it will rotate. And whenever all the pins are set to the proper height and they all rotate to the proper positions, an extra part inside the lock that's not, is typically not found in normal hardware will be allowed to fall into the plug and out of the cylinder, and you can move it and turn it. Terrible description unless you know what I'm talking about, but if you're still with me, it's got two of those. Two UL listed pick resistant, drill resistant, attack resistant cylinders inside of a special alloy that is made to resist heating attacks, freezing attacks, prying attacks, smashing attacks, everything basically. Bombs. It's bullet resistant. It's a very heavy duty lock, and yeah, it's been pretty cool to show you. And both of the cylinders have different keys, so they're not the same. Let's flip that rectangular key. Try and get those two next to each other. See? Different. Groovy. That's what comes to mind when I look at that. So, let me see if I can one hand this. See, wrong key. Put it in the other one. it's turned. Now this one. Oh, great job. Great job. Is there anything harder than putting a freaking key into a lock under pressure? I'm always yelling at people on scary movies, like, just put the damn key in the lock so the killer doesn't kill you. And here I am. So it's just sweet irony. But as you can see, it's like peekaboo. Pretty cool. Again, I dropped the keys. There it is. One of the world's most secure padlocks.